Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the music world lately, Vera Blue's cover of Radiohead's Creep 4 Triple J's Like a Version. Now, if you've been living under a rock, Like a Version is this iconic segment where artists reimagine classic tracks, and let me tell you, Vera Blue's take is something else. But here's the thing, it's not just a cover, it's a complete reinvention. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is how she stripped it down to its bare essentials: electric guitar, piano, and her vocals. It's almost like she's peeling back the layers of the song to expose its raw, emotional core. And that falsetto. Chef's kiss. It's not just a technical showcase, it's a masterclass in vulnerability. What many people don't realize is that Creep is already a deeply personal song, but Vera Blue's version feels like she's whispering her own secrets into the mic. It's haunting, it's intimate, and it's undeniably hers. Now, let's talk about the pipe. If you take a step back and think about it, adding this mouth control effects processor is such a bold move. It's not just a gimmick, it's a way to inject this eerie, otherworldly texture into the arrangement. In my opinion, it's what sets her version apart from the countless other covers out there. It's like she's saying, yeah, I'm paying homage to Tom York, but I'm also making this my own. And that's the mark of a true artist, someone who respects the original while carving out their own space. What this really suggests is that Vera Blue isn't just a singer, she's a storyteller, and every choice she makes serves the narrative of the song. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Vera Blue's journey as an artist is just as compelling as this cover. Born Celia Pavey, she started as a folk artist and even made it to the finals of The Voice Australia. Fast forward to 2016, and she reinvented herself as Vera Blue, dropping the folk vibes for something more electronic and experimental. Her album perennial hit number 6 on the ARIA charts, and her collab with Flume on Rushing Back. That was a global moment. So when she says she was drawn to the emotional core of Creep, it's not just lip service. This is an artist who's built her career on tapping into raw, unfiltered emotions. What makes this really interesting is how her evolution as an artist informs her interpretation of the song. It's not just a cover, it's a reflection of her own growth. And let's not forget, she also performed Maze, a track from her upcoming album Modern Rituals. This raises a deeper question: how does an artist balance paying tribute to the past while pushing their own boundaries? Vera Blue's Like a Version performance feels like a bridge between her roots and her future. Maze is this lush, atmospheric track that hints at where she's headed, while Creep is a nod to the timelessness of great music. From my perspective, this duality is what makes her such a compelling artist. She's not just chasing trends, she's creating a dialogue between the old and the new. One thing that immediately stands out is how Vera Blue's version of Creep isn't just about the song, it's about the conversation it sparks. Why do we keep coming back to this track? What is it about Creep that makes it so enduring? Personally, I think it's because the song taps into this universal feeling of not belonging, of being an outsider. And Vera Blue's version amplifies that. It's like she's holding a mirror up to the listener and saying, "You're not alone in feeling this way." A detail I find fascinating is how she manages to make the song feel both familiar and completely new. It's a tightrope walk that not every artist can pull off, but she does it with such grace. So, what's the bigger takeaway here? Vera Blue's cover of Creep isn't just a performance, it's a statement. It's about the power of reinterpretation, the importance of emotional authenticity, and the courage to make something timeless your own. As we look forward to Modern Rituals and her Australian tour, I can't help but wonder, what other surprises does she have in store? And more importantly, how will she continue to push the boundaries of what music can be? If you take a step back and think about it, that's the real magic of artists like Vera Blue. They don't just make music, they make us feel something. And in a world that's constantly moving, that's more important than ever. So, what do you think? Does VeraBlue's version of Creep hit different for you? Let me know in the comments, I'm all ears.